It is just 3 weeks since the chilling, televised court appearance of lawyers and rights activists. The 4 men admitted their guilt in what legal groups say were blatant show trials. The UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights and Poverty raised his concerns with Chinese officials, warning the current campaign against liberal ideas and activism was stifling legitimate public debate.
I have described what I see as a sort of pincer movement, where the government is coming from many different angles and directions to shrink the space that is available for policy debate that is not utterly consistent with the government line.
Alston says he was unable to see a number of academics and other people that he'd specifically asked to meet during his 8-day trip.
The government was not prepared to facilitate that, and clearly most of the academics were given the message that it would be most unwise to meet with me. This is China. Things are done differently, but that doesn't mean that the basic UN standards should be abandoned.
Poverty is the other sensitive issue Alston's been addressing in China. President Xi Jinping has vowed to lift 56 million people from extreme poverty by 2020. The UN diplomat believes that's possible.
I have no doubt it is, because the whole party, the whole government apparatus is directed towards it. There are rewards, incentives and no doubt punishments for those who don't meet the targets, and I'm sure they'll be met.
But he also says that bold plan depends on what statistics and whose criteria are used. Official figures show that 1 in 10 Chinese people are still living in conditions like this or even worse. But in 1980, the figure was 9 out of 10, a reflection of the government's success in trying to eradicate poverty, but also a recognition of the challenge ahead. Adrian Brown, Al Jazeera, Beijing.